Hey, everybody, come on over here. Yeah, everybody, right over here. We're gonna tell a story.
That's right, Mickey. We sure are.
And it's all about Christmas.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
With the kids jingle belling,
When everyone telling you be of good cheer.
it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Time of the year.
Hey,
It's the
it's the
happiest
season of all. With those
With those holiday greetings and gay happy feelings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all.
There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time.
There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are here. It's the most wonderful, most marvelous, wonderful, most marvelous, most joyous, most wonderful time
of the year.
The most wonderful, wonderful time of the year. Noel!
Welcome, everybody. Are you having a good time tonight? Are you looking forward to Christmas? Gee, that's great, because we've got a story just for you, don't we?
That's exactly right, Mickey. We sure do.
So let's get started.
Hey, Mickey, before you leave, will you promise that you'll come back before the end of the show? Would you like Mickey to return? Okay, great. Do that for us. Bye, Mickey. You know, folks, this really is the most wonderful time of the year. And while you're here in the village, we hope to light your Christmas fire. I'd like to find out something. How many children do we have here in the audience? Would you just raise your hands for us? Okay, great. How many of you wish you were still children? How about raising your hands? Oh, that's wonderful, because we have a Christmas story that is designed for children of all ages. It's a story about a tree, a very special tree, something like this one. Now gather round me, children, and listen to me well, and hear this Christmas story that I'm about to tell, of a tiny little seedling who dreamed he'd grow to be a part of every Christmas, as a marvelous, magical Christmas tree. Christmas trees don't start out all beautifully decorated with pretty tinsel and bright colored lights. They're just like little boys and girls. They have to grow up first. This story is about a little tree who just happened to live in an enchanted forest where magical and wonderful things had been known to happen. Until one day, a grouchy old wizard got mad and cast a spell on the forest that made all memories of Christmas disappear.
The tree lived in a magic land of evergreen and pine, which lay beyond forgotten dreams of yours as well as mine. But not a sign of Christmas when winter rolled around. No love and joy or single toy. And not a Christmas snow. He didn't know a Santa Claus or reindeer who could fly. heard no laughing children and never knew that he could light the nights with pretty lights and be a Christmas tree. A marvelous, magical Christmas tree.
And because there were no memories of Christmas, the forest was a very cold, dark, lonely, and a real spooky place to be.
The winter nights were cold and black, and haunting winds would howl to blend with eerie, chilling sounds from creatures on the prowl. The woods were dark and gloomy when Christmas time drew near. No pretty sights, no shiny lights, no Christmas songs to hear.
Can you imagine? No bright colored lights, no Christmas music, no Santa Claus? How awful that would be. All the while, the baby tree, who had now grown into a small pine, was very lonely and sad, and he really didn't know why. But then, one day, a wise old tree told him about a very special magic that would one day make the forest very beautiful and wonderful. And he also talked about a happy little village, much like our village, that was just beyond the edge of the woods. The little tree thought very hard about what had been told to him. Then suddenly, the forest became very still. A gentle breeze began to blow up from the village which lay in the valley below, and carried on the breeze were strange and wonderful sounds.
Merry Christmas!
Sounds the little tree had never heard before. A feeling of happiness spread all through his branches, and he listened very carefully.
It's Christmas time in the village. The village. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Village sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the village. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
And as the little tree listened to all the wonderful sounds, Christmas song after Christmas song, he learned all about Christmas.
He learned about old Santa Claus and reindeer who can fly, and frosty meadow made of snow from flakes out of the sky. As he heard the laughing children, it made him wish that he could light the nights with pretty lights and be a Christmas tree, and be a Christmas tree. Oh, marvelous, magical Christmas tree.
Meanwhile, just beyond the edge of the woods, there lived a little child whose name was Timmy.
Within a happy village near, there lived a little boy. Though poor was he, his family was filled with love and joy. But Timmy had no Christmas tree, no money could be found, so ornaments his mother made were simply placed around.
Because Timmy's family was very poor, his mother had spent many hours sewing colorful rags by hand into beautiful Christmas tree ornaments. But they could not afford to buy a tree. And because Timmy loved his mother and father so very much, that made him very sad. If only he could give them a Christmas tree, he thought. What a wonderful gift that would be. Then Timmy wondered to himself if he was wanting too much. After all, tomorrow would be Christmas, and they had a warm, cozy cottage with enough to eat. And best of all, they had each other. Timmy reflected for a moment, and he smiled as he remembered that before long, Santa Claus would probably be paying him a visit. Then he chuckled aloud as he realized that his conscience, like a little friend sitting on his shoulder, had been telling him something. And Timmy always listened to his conscience.
You better watch out, oh, you better watch out, oh,
you better watch out.
You better not try,
You better not give out.
you better watch out. Why? Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, he's making a list. He's making a list. Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town. He knows when you are sleeping,
And he knows when you're awake.
he knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa, oh Santa is coming, oh
Santa, oh Santa, he's coming to town. Oh Santa, oh Santa, he's coming to town. Oh Santa, oh Santa, he's coming to town. Oh Santa, oh Santa, he's coming to town. And he's making a list. Oh, you better watch out. Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town.
You better watch out.
Somehow, Timmy could not stop thinking of a tree. He walked restlessly to the window and rubbing off the cold frost, he looked out and saw the sun slowly sinking from the sky, far beyond the pine tree forest. Like a flash, Timmy got an idea, and his eyes opened wide. Now he knew what he must do.
His mother sewed some ornaments from rags so they could see the brightly colored patterns on. Christmas tree. He thought about her happiness and then set out to leave to cut a tree, a Christmas tree. Upon that Christmas Eve.
Timmy took his coat off the rack and he wrapped his scarf tightly around his neck because he knew it would be cold outside. Darkness began spreading across the snow-covered land as Timmy quietly slipped out the door and made his way toward the edge of the woods. The biting cold nipped at his ears and the chilly wind tugged at his coat. Fog began to creep in, sliding slowly through. Timmy shuddered and wondered, how in the world would Santa find his way on this foggy night? But Santa knew.
He had Dasher
And Dancer
and Prancer
and Vixen
coming.
and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen.
Yeah, but wasn't there one more?
Yes, I do recall the most famous reindeer of all. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
All the happy reindeer used to laugh and call him names.
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Oh, Rudolph, with your nose so bright.
hey, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out
With glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in
Rudolph and Santa would find their way all right, but Timmy, well, he was lost deep inside an enchanted forest.
The winter nights were cold and black, and haunting winds would howl to blend with eerie, chilling songs from creatures on the prowl.
Now tired and hopelessly lost, Timmy pulled his coat collar tightly around his neck, and he looked up to see a small pine tree just a few feet away. The little tree felt as lonely as Timmy was. He walked over to the little pine, and he felt very happy because this was the very tree he had been searching for. But now, Timmy was very tired. He sat down close to the trunk of the little tree, and he soon fell fast asleep. Strangely enough, Timmy no longer felt the cold. Instead, he dreamed he was snug in his warm, cozy house, looking out the window at the white, falling snow.
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
Timmy felt a warm, happy glow inside. He put his arms around the small tree and he whispered, "I love you, little tree. I really do love you." And do you know what? That tree began to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Wow. Timmy jumped to his feet and he looked at the most beautiful Christmas tree he had ever seen, all covered with candy canes, bright tinsel, and pretty lights. Remember, I told you the forest was enchanted. And that special magic that the wise old tree spoke of, well, we all have it. It's called love. And it will truly transform anything and anybody into something very special and wonderful. Oh, what about Timmy and the Christmas tree? Well, sure enough, on Christmas morning, when Timmy's mom and dad woke up and they looked outside, there stood the biggest, most beautiful Christmas tree they had ever seen. And when Timmy's mother saw her ornaments hanging from the branches of the tree, she cried for joy and she hugged little Timmy. Timmy's father looked over his shoulder just in time to see the tree's lights give a little wink. And then he heard,
I know about old Santa Claus and reindeer who can fly, and frosty men all made of snow from flakes out of the sky. I love the laughing children, now all the world can see me light the nights with pretty lights. I am a Christmas tree. I am a Christmas tree. I am a Christmas tree.
A marvelous, magical Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas!
Yeah, Merry Christmas!
It's the most wonderful time
of the year. There'll be much
mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are here.
It's the most wonderful, most marvelous, wonderful, fabulous, marvelous,
joyous, most wonderful time of the year.
the most wonderful, wonderful time of the year. Merry Christmas!